What's going on, guys? Welcome back to some more Minnesota Vikings franchise here in Season 4. The Vikings are 6-3 and headed into a Week 11 matchup against the defending Super Bowl champions from Season 3. The Miami Dolphins were having a little bit of a down year at 3-6, and taking a look at their stats, Jason Campbell, 7 touchdowns to 14 interceptions, so he has not had a very good season. Daniel Thomas is a 4.3 yards per carry, and Ben Jarvis Green Ellis is now their backup running back. They still have Brandon Marshall, Clyde Gates, Justin Blackman as their receivers. Leading tackler is Koa Misi, followed by DeAndre Levy, Cameron Wake, Carlos Dansby. They also have Robert Lester as a safety. And now an update on the Viking stats. Christian Ponder, 14 touchdowns, 6 picks. Adrian Peterson, domination as always, 12 touchdowns on the year. Receiving, of course, Jamez Logan, the rookie, with 614 yards on 42 catches. But look who leads the team in touchdowns. Andrew Corliss has just been signed not too long ago, but all he does is catch touchdown passes, I guess. And the front four has been having a great all-around year, everybody chipping in and getting a bunch of sacks from the quarterback. But Minnesota looks to get another win at home to stay ahead of the Chicago Bears in the tight NFC North race. Minnesota on offense here. First play from scrimmage. Christian Ponder back to pass. He's going to step up in the pocket, and then he is going to get sacked by Koa Misi for a 4-yard loss. We go ahead now to 2nd down and 14. Ponder stretch play right side for Peterson, and he's going to go nowhere. And Minnesota would ultimately punt on their first drive, and Campbell now out of the shotgun for the Miami Dolphins. Completion left side, Clyde Gates tackled by D'Angelo Hall. 12-yard gain and a Miami first down, still out of the shotgun. Jason Campbell, he wants to throw again, and he finds Brandon Marshall, who escapes Taylor Mays and is taken down by Keyston Moore after a gain of 17. They're already in field goal range, and the handoff is to Daniel Thomas, and he goes left side. Keyston Moore gets to him, and that will be another first down for the Dolphins as they continue this drive. 3rd down and inches. Campbell play action, and he's going to get sacked by Vontaze Burfict for a loss of 5.5. That will lead to a field goal now, and Taylor Price back deep to return the kick. He's going to start from his own goal line and juke right, and he's got some blocks set up. Good block by Toby Gerhart, and Taylor Price is off to the races. He was back deep with Evander Frederick, and he got the opportunity this time, and he takes it for 6. Minnesota up now 7-3. Dolphins now with the ball at their own 20-yard line. Campbell looking to pass. He's got time to throw. He rolls to his right and throws across the field. That was a bad decision. Telvin Smith got his first sack in the last episode. Well, how about now his first interception and his first touchdown? Pick 6 for Telvin Smith. Horrible throw by Jason Campbell. That's interception number 15 on the year. Next drive, Campbell, he's going to take back the pass and get sacked again by Vontaze Burfict, who's been getting a lot of sacks lately. 3rd down and 15 for Jason Campbell. He's got time to throw in the pocket. He wants to go deep and does, and it's almost intercepted. That would bring up 4th down, and Miami would be forced to punt from their own goal line, and Evander Frederick back deep, sitting at his own 37-yard line, and he starts left, and then he's going to cut right, and he's going to get a spin move and be down at the 50-yard line, where Minnesota's offense comes back to the field now. Ponder, he's looking to pass on 1st down. He pumps, stays in the pocket, goes deep. Jamez Logan, he's got to step in. He can't hang on in the end zone. Would have been a home run shot for the Vikings, but now handoff to Peterson. He immediately cuts it left, a juke and a spin and broken tackle, and the man beast is off to the end zone. Touchdown Minnesota. It is 21-3. Minnesota has blown this game wide open. The Dolphins suddenly down 21-3 after play a little bit of catch-up, and there is Daniel Thomas taking a handoff for a first down, getting into Minnesota territory. 2nd down and 17, Thomas takes another handoff, and Keyston Moore comes up and tackles him after just a couple of yards. So 3rd down and 15 for Campbell, under pressure and sacked, and this time it's Kevin Williams. That drive was stopped. Next drive for the Dolphins. Campbell play action on 3rd and 3. And now he's getting chased by Jared Allen. And Minnesota is bringing the heat. And Campbell is feeling the pressure. Minnesota back on offense now later in the 2nd quarter. Ponder looking to throw. He looks right for Logan. And that pass is going to be knocked down. But they still have an 18-point lead as the Dolphins have the ball later in the 2nd quarter. 3rd down and 5 for Jason Campbell. Complete pass to Brandon Marshall. He's tackled by Taylor Mays. Now 2nd down and 7. Campbell wants to throw again, and there's Eric Norwood And Chad Greenway getting in on the sack, and Campbell has been sacked already many times in this first half. And now he just wants to take a shot deep, 3rd and 14, a bunch of purple jerseys, no one comes up with the ball, at least it was incomplete pass. And Minnesota's defense holds once again. Offense trying to get it going for the first time since that drive in the first quarter with Adrian Peterson. And Ponder looking left for Michael Crabtree, pass is just going to be knocked away. Dolphins have some pretty good secondary players, so their defense holds again. And now a screen pass left for Daniel Thomas, he's going to juke, he's got some good blocks, and Thomas is at the 30, 20, and he's pushed out by Keyston Moore at the 19. So the Dolphins now trying to cut into this Minnesota lead, 2nd and 6, past Brandon Marshall. They're going to give him the first down. I think it's a little bit of a generous spot there, but they get forced into 3rd and goal at their own 12-yard line. Campbell, another screen. He breaks Keyston Moore's tackle, and that is going to allow him to score a touchdown. As the Dolphins begin to chip away at this Minnesota lead, 21-10 now in the second half. Dolphins got the ball to begin the second half. 3rd down and 8, Campbell out of the shotgun. He wants to throw, he finds Boyce, and that's going to be a first down. And a 3rd down conversion, 2nd and 5 now, pitch out right, Daniel Thomas, and he breaks the tackle, but he's tackled by Greenway for a loss. 3rd and 9 coming up for the Dolphins, out of the shotgun, empty backfield for Jason Campbell. He fires it right for Marshall, but he's taken down short of the first down marker by 3 yards, and the Vikings defense holds. And their offense now tries to get something going, and Jamez Logan makes a catch on the slant route on 3rd down for 13 yards and another first, 2nd down and 7, and just pretty good coverage for the Dolphins, and Ponder's going to have to take a sack, 2 yards, bringing up 3rd down and 9. Logan in motion, Ponder looking to throw and convert, under pressure and sacked again. And so both offenses kind of having their own struggles, but Minnesota, they had a defensive and a special teams touchdown that gave them that big lead in the first quarter. Later in the third, Ponder trying to hit Jamez Logan coming across the field, and that is going to be another incomplete pass. Now 3rd and 3, Ponder wanting to throw, and he's going to be sacked again. So Minnesota's offense, they looked like they could have possibly daggered this team in the first half, but other than Adrian Peterson's 50-yard run, there has been no offense for Minnesota. Robert Lester's going to take the punt back and get into Minnesota territory easily to the 46 and out the 38 for 3rd and 2 is Jason Campbell wanting to throw. Justin Blackman makes the catch for a first down, and he gets hurt in the process. Now from the 27-yard line, first down for the Dolphins. Handoff to Daniel Thomas, and he crosses the 15. And we go ahead to 3rd down and 10. Empty backfield for Jason Campbell out of the shotgun, wanting to go to the end zone, and instead he's going to get sacked once again. Kevin Williams is second on the day. They kick a field goal, and Minnesota's offense comes out now. The passing game has not been working, so they give the ball to Adrian Peterson, who gets 6 yards on the first down carry. Now 2nd down and 4. Peterson, he's going to go left and take a shot from Robert Lester. Nice hit. And that is going to bring up 3rd and 2. Another run for Adrian Peterson. Kleinsasser in motion. Peterson up the middle. He's going to get the first down and more up towards the 40-yard line. So Minnesota finally moves the chains and wants to continue to run the ball up the middle with Adrian Peterson, but he gets shaken up on this play. He would be okay, but he would leave the field for a little while. So Ponder having to throw now, 3rd down and 5. He's got time to throw. He fires in the direction of Asante Shenko, and he can't hang on to the ball. So Minnesota's offense, once again, no points. And the Dolphins now have the opportunity to tie the game. Benjarvis Green-Ellis doesn't go anywhere on that run. Loss of 1, but 3rd and 8 for Campbell. Empty backfield. Slant route. Brandon Marshall. First down. Dolphins to the 25-yard line now. And a new set of downs. Handoff Benjarvis Green-Ellis. He has some room this time and some good blocking out in front as he almost gets to midfield on this run to the 49-yard line, almost in Minnesota territory. 2nd down and 10. Handoff Green-Ellis again. More room to run. Another first down carry as he's tackled by Keyston Moore at the 37-yard line. 2 minutes to go in the game. Campbell out of the shotgun, 3rd down and 5, a very important play. And he's going to take off for the first time this game. Look at all the green in front of him. Campbell inside the 10 as he slides to the 9. First down, Dolphins. They want to go to the end zone now. They got to tie this game. Ballard giving chase, and Campbell gets away, but he's going to be taken down anyways. No gain on the play as Minnesota tries to get one more defensive stand against this Dolphins team. Campbell on 2nd down, it's tipped, and it's almost intercepted by Keyston Moore. You got to catch that pick, man. 3rd down and goal from the 9. Jason Campbell, empty backfield. He looks right. Brandon Marshall, he's tackled by Taylor Mays, short of the goal line at the 4. So now 4th down. Last chance for the Dolphins. Campbell looking to throw. He's going to step up and run into the end zone. Touchdown Dolphins, and a 2-point conversion away. And look what they're going to do. Wildcat for the first time in the game. Ben Jarvis Green Ellis is the Wildcat quarterback. Gregory in motion. He fakes the jet sweep and throws it for Clyde Gates. Are you kidding me? The computer just outsmarted me. That is one of the greatest computer plays I've ever seen done in Madden. Tie game. Wow, that is ridiculous. The game would go to overtime with a 21-21 tie. Minnesota hasn't scored a single point since the first quarter and has only one offensive touchdown. Luckily, special teams and defense came to play. But the Dolphins are going to start the overtime session with the football, 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. Campbell to throw and continuing to bring the pressure. Minnesota gets the sack, this time Taylor Mays. 2nd and 17 coming up out of the eye. They hand the ball off for Ben Jarvis Green Ellis. He's tackled by Chad Greenway after a gain of 3. So a big stop here could get Minnesota back the ball. 3rd and 14. Campbell wants to throw. He has Marshall open and he drops the ball. Minnesota is going to take over after a lucky drop. Fields now punting it for Evander Frederick back deep at his own 36-yard line. He fields it and he spins to the left. And a flag on the play. They're going to call Taylor Mays for holding. Let's take a look at the penalty in the instant replay. Mays is right next to Frederick and just goes up and grabs a guy, and we end up getting backed up a little bit and now have 2nd down and 8. Ponder throws slant route Jamez Logan, and Minnesota is nearing midfield. Not much success from the passing game though. They go to the ground now. Adrian Peterson up the middle. Big 1st down carry into Dolphins territory to the 38. Continuing to run the ball, handoff to Peterson, not much room. Dolphins get him bottled up after about 2 yards. And now enter Toby Gerhart out of the I formation. Klein Saucer leading the way. Gerhart tough running, and there's another 6 yards to the 30. And 3rd and 2, Klein Saucer in motion. Handoff to Gerhart. He gets the 1st down. He has some more room to run inside the 20. And Minnesota now can attempt a field goal. Ryan Longwell comes out, and he's going to kick a 36-yard field goal that wins the game for Minnesota. The Vikings started off hot in the first quarter with a 21-3 lead, touchdowns from the special teams defense and Adrian Peterson, but after that the offense was silent until overtime when they finally got a field goal to win the game. Ponder only throws for 69 yards. Adrian Peterson runs for over 120. Daniel Thomas is the leading receiver in the game and had the lone receiving touchdown. Jamez Logan only 27 yards on 3 catches, and Taylor Mays and Chad Greenway each had over 10 tackles. So the Bears also win their game. They're 7-3, neck and neck with the Minnesota Vikings, who are in first place because of the tiebreaker and have wins over every team in the division. But next up, they play a good team, the 6-4 Washington Redskins on the road in Week 12. And a couple more videos for you guys to check out. On top, I have some Twisted Metal gameplay. I just bought it, and I also want some feedback in that video because I want to start doing live streams on games other than football, and I want to see if you guys would enjoy watching streams of Skyrim, Twisted Metal, SSX, other games besides football, because I would really like to start doing live streams on different games and doing streams much more often overall. On the bottom, last episode I posted in my SSX Let's Play series, having a lot of fun with that still. SSX is an awesome game. Check those videos out, guys. But I'll see you in the next episode of the Minnesota Vikings franchise. Thank you all for watching. Have a nice day.